In a dramatic twist that sent shockwaves through campus corridors, Columbia University bowed to policy demands after warnings of a massive $400 million funding cut. The story unfolds like a suspenseful play. Imagine a stage where federal money, like lifeblood, was suddenly threatened, sparking a tense showdown over the way anti-Israel protests were managed. What would you do when the future of your institution hangs in the balance? In a flurry of urgent correspondence, Interim President Katrina Armstrong announced sweeping changes. With a determined tone, she revealed plans to bring on a top academic officer to review the regional studies portfolio, starting with the Middle East. Picture an investigation unfolding behind closed doors as the university readies itself to rework its disciplinary rules and ban demonstrations inside its academic halls. Students, it seems, will also face a new rule. Face masks are now only acceptable for health reasons, leaving little room for concealment in protest. Could this be the beginning of a new era on campus? The plot thickened further when Columbia declared intentions to enrich its intellectual landscape. The school is set to welcome fresh faces into its Institute for Israel and Jewish Studies, while also adopting a revised definition of anti-Semitism and bolstering its outreach at the Tel Aviv Center. The administration's bold move comes in response to a backdrop of heated protests, actions that the federal side labeled as anti-Semitic, even though many demonstrators rejected that tag. With a call for comment echoing in the corridors of the Education Department, one wonders, will these changes restore balance or stir the pot even more? In a high-stakes gamble, federal officials laid out a list of demands as a condition for returning the lost funds. They insisted that Columbia place its Middle Eastern, South Asian, and African Studies Department under strict oversight for at least 5 years and overhaul student discipline and admissions practices, all while banning masks on campus. Historians have called this an extraordinary interference in academic freedom, a right long protected as an extension of free speech. Freedom of expression advocates were quick to decry the decision. One prominent voice on social media lamented it as a dark day for both Columbia and democracy. With tensions mounting, one can only ask, is this a prelude to even bigger battles ahead? The narrative took an even sterner turn when Trump's education secretary, Linda McMahon, spoke out. She painted a picture of relentless violence and intimidation that Jewish students have faced on campuses since October 7th, an ordeal that, she claimed, had been ignored for far too long. Trump himself fired off a series of stern messages on social media, vowing harsh penalties for agitators and warning that American students could face permanent expulsion or arrest. His words rang out with the finality of a judge's gavel, "No masks." Meanwhile, a special task force, drawn from top agencies like Justice, Education, Health and Human Services, and the General Services Administration, was set to continue its brisk review. Officials from Columbia, based in New York City, were accused of neglecting their duty to Jewish students, an allegation that came at a time when similar protests had erupted across other campus hotspots like Barnard College, a place known for its passionate pro-Gaza activism. With the State Department now poised to scrutinize foreign student visa cases and an AI-powered review scanning months of protest coverage, the picture grows ever more intricate. Already, more than 100,000 individuals in the student exchange visitor system have been flagged. As this saga continues to unfold with unexpected twists at every turn, the final chapter remains to be written. What will the next move be in this high-stakes drama?